Hi love bunnies, I hope you guys all doing swell. Welcome back to the beauty house, aka Rework Wednesday. Today we are going to be recreating this beautiful look from the lovely Chloe Bailey. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and it was testing to see if I had these colors to play with. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, continue to keep on watching. Okay, love bugs, so in today's video of our Rework Wednesday, we are gonna be doing this lovely look over here by the beautiful Chloe Bailey. Now, so we're gonna do something a dash different today. Her face makeup is pretty much how I do my makeup on a regular. So we are gonna do the eyeballs. I'm gonna zoom you guys in, and I'm probably gonna do the face off camera, then gonna come back on camera to do the lip combo, just to do something a little bit different for you guys. So let's get into these eyeballs. So to achieve this look with the eyeballs, we are gonna be utilizing two palettes, nothing too crazy. We're gonna be playing around with the brown shades in the Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's Place. And for that lid color, that's kind of like a brownish, gunmetal-ish shade on the lid. So I had to look through my palette to see what I have that's close enough to it. So I'm going to use a color in my Cold Stone palette from ColourPop. Most likely I'm going to play around with the color Sentiment to Be, that color right here. That's the closest one to me in all of my palettes that I can utilize to get away with that. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in, and we are gonna get started on these eyeballs. So I'm gonna just do one eyeball for you guys, and then I'm gonna go off into the other one because that's just what I want to do. So we are gonna go in with a eyeshadow primer. Then I'm going to use my brush as per usual and just blend that out. Now I am definitely gonna keep looking over in the mirror to see if I'm in that frame, because honey, the first time you're doing this with you guys. With my Dome crease brush, I'm gonna go in with my first shade, a little bit top off excess, and we're just gonna put it in the crease area. Now it looks like a lot, but it's okay. We're gonna just blend that out in circular motions and just bring it back just the tiniest bit, so like it's winged out a bit. Just bring it up. I mean, we're tailing it out just a tiny bit because when we do our concealer, it's going to cut that anyways, and it's going to be sharp. So we're just going to blend it out. Now, as you guys saw, that was a dash much that I put in there. I didn't mean to do that. Things happen. But again, one that just goes to show how blendable this eyeshadow is, but also the brush and what the brush is able to do. So we are able to just blend it out seamlessly and corrected it. But if that happens to you guys for future, make sure you tap off any excess, okay? Don't do what I did. So that's the shade that we're gonna go with. So this is where we are now on a smaller crease tapered brush. I just discovered this brush again, guys. I had it in another set of brushes. I'm like, what in the world? So we're gonna go in with this brush, and we're gonna take the darker brown shade, but we're gonna use a little bit, right? So because this is smaller, we're gonna keep that right here just in this crease area a little bit, just so it won't be as blurred pretty much as the first color that we went in with. We want to kind of keep it in just that area. So I tapped off a little bit, but we're gonna see, honey. So right in this, because guys, you know, my eyes are hooded, so I have to like look up a little bit just to see where I'm going to place it. I'm going to put it right in this little corner in small little circles. And then I'm going to look straight and just build it up. Well, I kind of can't see, but I'm guessing because you guys are literally like directly in front of me. So a little bit in this corner, and then we're just going to blend it up. Just little back and forth windshield wiper motions, right? Because we want this to kind of be diffused along with the shade that we just put down. And just bring it in a little bit. Just so it's like a smooth gradient, a smooth transition. So we're going to go in just a tiny bit more. And again, in that little corner, just because we still always want to wing things out. So I can only go, let me see if I can see what you guys are seeing. Okay, a little bit now. Because you still want to see that gradation, right? So you see this dark color and it's going to now blend seamlessly into that shade that we just put down before. So we just want, again, a nice gradation. And then we're just going to do little windshield wiper motions. Kind of angle up a tiny bit so it's more focused in that like socket area right there. And just bring it a little bit to the, and just bring it to the front, just so again it's all the smooth effect that we get in there. So if you guys can see that, just a tiny bit at the end, nothing too crazy. So you guys can see. Now on a smaller brush, we are going to take this little brush right here. We're going to take the tiniest bit of black and just going to deepen up this little crease, this little corner area. Just the slightest bit with black. Like that's as much as I put up there. Now just in this little, let me see, in this little area right here. Just bring it up a tiny bit. Just in that V area. Just so it still adds that depth. Like when I open my eyes, you still could see that depth, right? Just a little bit in that V area. Just bring it up. Just blend it. Hopefully it's picking up nicely, because when I promise you, I'm like blind blending right now. I am blind blending right now. So now I'm going to take on one of my other, a clean brush, my crease definer brush. This is clean, but when I used a blue on a look that I did, never came out, never recovered. So we're just going to blend this. Again, just keeping it focused in that little corner. We don't want to bring that any further than this corner area. And of course, we're going to wing it out more, because again, we're going to keep that V, we're going to keep that shape, how we having it winged out. The small motions. And just having it winged out a bit, just so it's diffused. So this is where we are right now. Now, onto the fun part. That was sarcasm. We are gonna go in on the Cold Stone palette with that color that I showed you. I am going to utilize my finger because it is a shimmer shade, and sometimes brushes don't really pick up the color and the pigment how it needs to. So we're just gonna use our finger because it is warm and it's gonna work a lot better. So we are gonna take on our little finger, and in that color, this is the color. And you know my eyeballs, so we are gonna start from the edge, and then we are gonna dab it on all over the lid. Now placement, it's okay because we're gonna end up blending it out anyways, but we just want at least a good placement. Now you know my eyeballs, so I'm not gonna take it to the front of the eye right now. When I'm done with the face, then I'm gonna bring it to the front of the eye. So right now I'm just gonna keep it here for right now. And I hope it's coming up really pretty. I hope this is a good choice. I think this is like the closest that I had that matched the colors. So I'm really excited for that. We're gonna take that again as close as we can to that edge there. Now this is already gonna move because it's a sparkle and I know how sparkles play. So I am going to take, oh, it looks really good. I'm gonna take on that same smaller crease brush, on this same brush, and we're just gonna blend a tiny bit because I already know it's gonna like do something crazy soon. So I'm just gonna get ahead of that and just blend it. But in the picture, look like it came up anyways because sometimes shimmers do that, which is perfectly fine. So we just gonna, just no harsh edges and just make sure it's seamless. Right? And it blends how we want it to. So this is where we are with that. Simple. Now it look like her lash band is dark. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna place down a little bit of a black and we're gonna smudge it out because we want it to be really dark at the lash band. So I think I'm gonna put some eyeliner and then get some black and smudge it or have it as close as we can. I'm gonna take my black eyeshadow that you guys know that I use, and I am gonna use that on a tiny little brush like this. Is what I use sometimes for precision. Now I don't know how I'm gonna do this, guys. We'll see. I have my mirror, so I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna wing it just the slightest bit because we're gonna put lash, so it doesn't really matter. Now before this, so this is what, before this dries down, I'm gonna take my little tiny little brush like this and I'm gonna go with a black. Either palette has a black, so just whichever palette I'm choosing. I'm gonna take a black a tiny bit. And we're just gonna run it back and forth. So that's how we're gonna like smudge it out and also darken it as well. Just going back and forth. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is such a task right now. You guys have no idea. So this is how it's turning out. So there we go. It's gonna finish up the front tiny bit. So this is what we look like. Like I said, we're gonna leave, well, for me, we're gonna leave this front open right now until I put my lashes, because again, I know my eyes are gonna start to water soon, so we're gonna leave that to the very, very end. But this is where we are so far with the eyeballs. Okay, love, so this is where we are with the look, with lashes, my face on. Like I said, I didn't do my face on camera because I pretty much did the same usual that I always do. So we are going to smoke up the bottom lash line just a bit. I did add a little bit of black liner because she has black liner, but we're going to smudge out just the bottom lash line. And we are going to go in with, we could take this tapered brush that we used before, and we're going to take a little bit of both of those colors, just a dash, and we aren't going to, like I said, smoke out the bottom. Gonna look at my mirror because it still was brown underneath there. Connect it a tiny bit. And And I haven't played around with a cool tone color in quite some time, because cool tones, again, I'm a warm tone girl, so I don't play in the realm of cool tones too much. But there is a way that cool tone and warm tone can work together, hence neutrals. So because of the pigmentation that's in the lid color, it complements the brown, complements both the browns actually that's in the crease colors, which are more of a warmer shade of brown. So this is where we are with that. I'm gonna put some mascara at the bottom on the lash line. And a little bit at the top as well, just to blend the lashes a little better. And I usually say to put your mascara on before your false lashes, but I do what I want. So that's that on that. Now as we're gonna do the lips, she is more of a brown lip liner, and it has more of a nudish middle color. So we are gonna go in with pencil number 10. You guys know this is from my Amazon. So we're gonna do that. You guys know I don't really like that look, but it's for recreation purposes. So then I'm gonna go in with the shade Bear from E.L.F on Amazon. This is like a nude, you know, in the middle area. Now I'm gonna go in with a clear gloss from Fenty Beauty. Nows, I didn't purchase this with my own money, honey. Somebody like bought this for me, because I'm not a Fenty Beauty kind of girl. I'm just not. But why not? I think you mix together just a tiny bit. Okay, guys, so this is the final result. Let's see, I love. Did I do good? This was fun as per usual. Testing out colors I haven't played with in a while. Testing out different combos. And of course, looks to see if I still got it. You know, I always got to be perfecting my craft and my skill always. So if you guys like this look, be sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend. If you guys have any looks that you would like me to recreate, I have no issues. Just make sure you send them to me. Thank you guys so much for taking a part of your day and choosing to share it with little old me. I greatly appreciate it. As I always say, the true foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. Thank you guys so much. Until next time. Mwah.